Hi, it's Cheryl. Welcome to Homeridge Studio. I have 3 ideas to share with you using unusual items like paper clips, hair scrunchies, and cardboard. Yes, this is part of the Just Our Imagination Challenge, which I'll tell you about more in a little bit. But first, let's go craft something. And here's the first piece. And we're going to take some cardboard here. And I'm using this wood piece as a template because this is the perfect size that I want to make. And my inspiration actually came from Olivia's Romantic Home. One of my very first YouTube channels I've ever watched. I just absolutely love her and her channel and the ideas that she gives us. I will post a link in the description box below for her channel if you want to go check her out. Anyway, I just traced the heart and I cut it out. And then now I'm going to do a Mackenzie-Childs piece. So I'm just taking 3 pieces of painter tape and I'm going to put them down. And if you guys try this out, I did this on an angle and this is kind of tricky to do this on an angle. I would do it straight across and up and down instead of on angles. But anyway, you put 3 pieces down. You want to get across the whole entire piece, whatever you put this on, the cardboard here. So put 3 down, rip the middle up, 3 down, rip the middle up. And see, I didn't get it across the whole piece right there, so I'm adding a little bit of tape because we're going to paint this. And then after you go all the way down your piece, do the same thing. And I'm doing this, as you can see, kind of, I don't know, it's not straight and it's not really on an angle, so there were a few boo-boos in here. No big deal. I mean, it's really easy to fix, but yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, but I would always do it straight up and down. And I hope that makes sense. But anyway, so you do one and then you do the other. And now I'm taking just white chalk paint and I'm going to paint this entire piece here, just where the cardboard is peeking through, and I put 2 coats on because the cardboard really sucks that chalk paint in. And then when it's dry, I just took all this tape up very, very carefully so you don't rip the cardboard, and that's why I'm using painter's tape. And yeah, looks pretty cool so far. And now I'm just going to take the same tape and I'm just going to cover up the white. And now I'm going to go across again, and you do 1, 2, 3, and then lift up the center. And I'm peeking under there just to make sure that I picked up the right one, and I didn't. So I did 1, 2, 3, picked up the top, and I hope I'm not confusing you, but yeah, you have to be really careful when you do this because I have made mistakes, but basically you're making a grid here. So it's okay to peek under the tape and make sure that you're not putting 2 white squares next to each other, or you're not going to paint another white square next to a white one that's already painted. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I'm just giving it again 2 coats of the white, and I took my blow dryer to it. And then that's what it looks like. And see, there's a couple errors in there because I did it on an angle, but no big deal. You can't even tell at the end. And now I'm just covering up all of the white, and I'm going to take this pink chalk paint in Ballet Slipper, and I give that 2 coats as well. And you can eyeball this. I did a little bit of both. I put tape down in some areas, and then I just kind of eyeballed it and put on some music and kind of relaxed and just painted this all in, all these squares in. And the reason also that I'm freehanding it is I didn't want to use any more tape. I was running out of tape also. I think you can get about 2 good uses out of this tape if you're painting on it. And then, yeah, that's it. So I didn't want to waste any more tape. And I just finished freehanding it, and that's what it looks like. And now what Mackenzie-Childs does is they run, so this is pink and white. So I'm running a little bit of pink, like dry brushing it through the white. And then I'm doing the same thing, running a little bit of pink through the white and white through the pink. And now I have this gold metallic pen from the Dollar Tree, and I am just completely outlining every single square. And this isn't supposed to look perfect anyway. And if you ever looked at their pieces, they are not perfect. And even these squares are a little bit more rounded. And now I'm going around the edge, and that's what it looks like. And that cardboard gave it a really cool texture too, I think. I think it turned out really pretty. And now you can't even see the errors in there. And now I have a scrunchie here. So the cardboard, the scrunchie, and the paper clips. And this is a scrunchie. And I'm just holding that elastic in there underneath there while I cut off where it was sewn in. I'm holding it tight so I can get it out. So now I'm just going to take the scrunchie and I'm going to glue it all the way around the perimeter of the heart here. And I had to use another scrunchie. I think I bought like 5 packs of scrunchies, but I use scrunchies on all 3 of my pieces today. So then each pack had 2 black ones, 2 pink, and 2 white, I believe. So I have a lot of scrunchies. And yeah, I think this turned out really pretty, and you can not even tell that it's cardboard and scrunchies and paint. That's it. Super easy, very cheap. I had these left over from my last piece that I did. You'll see my last piece at the end, obviously. I had these left over, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to use these as a hanger. And these are just the paper clips, and I painted them white. And then I glued them on there, and now I'm going to tape them on there. And there you have like a little ornament or a wall hanger. You can make this bigger if you want and have it, you know, as a wall hanger. This is a little bit smaller because I think I'm going to do a Valentine's Day tree. And I want to do like all pink and white and very like kind of shabby chic and Victorian, and yeah. And so you're going to have to let me know what you think about this and if you would be making one of them. Anyway, this is the Just Our Imagination challenge, and it's hosted by 3 amazing women, Brenda from Rustic and Lace DIYs and Kathy Jo from Kathy Jo DIYs, and the co-host is this month Carolyn from Craft Classy. And I'll put the links to their channels in my description box below so you can go check them out, as well as a playlist so you can watch what all of the very talented participants make with paper clips, hair scrunchies, and cardboard, and you will not be bored. Anyway, here is number 2. It's the same concept. I just I cut out a heart out of cardboard, and I have the cashew and the antique Waverly paint. And that picture there, I just ordered yesterday, and I got it from Amazon like this morning. Ordered it yesterday afternoon and got it this morning. I will try to post the link of the cards in my description box below, but they're Easter cards, but this didn't look like Easter at all. So I flipped through them, and I'm like, this would be so pretty, like on a Valentine's ornament. So, and you get like 4 cards of each, and I think there's like, I just want to say 50 cards, something like that, give or take a few. There's a lot, and they're nice, and they're thick, and they're cardboard. So anyway, I just ripped the edges off, and I took my glue stick and glued it down, and then I just took my brayer and I'm pushing all that glue out of it, and I pointed at my brayer because when you're done pushing glue out, if you have glue on your brayer, make sure that you clean it right away. And so now I'm just taking the antique wax. Oh, I didn't even tell you. Yes, I painted the whole heart in the cashew color. But obviously you could see that as I'm babbling on here. I'm not watching my video. I'm just talking. So now I'm just outlining this. And this is a trick that I've seen on the DIY struggle Brandy. If you haven't checked out her channel, that's another really good channel to go check out. She's got a lot of good Mod Podge tips and blending, paints, and stuff like that, faux finishes. Anyway, now I am just taking this fan brush and I'm just dry brushing the antique wax all around this. And I'm doing the same thing as I did with the other heart. I'm just taking a scrunchie because I have a ton of them. And I didn't use any of the black ones in my last project, so I have a bunch of those. And my hair is a little bit longer than shoulder length. It is curly, and these scrunchies, for some reason, they don't stay in my hair. I have to use those little, I don't know what you call them, the little spiral ones. Those are the ones that will stay in my hair, but these will like slide right out. Anyway, I'm babbling again. I put a little rose that I had in my stash up there. And then I took the other white scrunchie that I had and I just glued it on for a hanger. And oh, I love this piece, you guys. And look at the cardboard. Isn't that cool? Let me know which one you like better, this one or the other one. I can't even choose. They're so very different. And it just excites me to put together like a Valentine's Day tree. So yeah, this was so cool. And this was so easy and super inexpensive. Okay, number 3, and this is the most difficult piece. It took me a long time to make this, but because there's a process. So I have these latex balloons from the Dollar Tree, and they are in like a cream color. And there, I blew it up. And now I just took a glass and I set it in the glass, and I have a bunch of Mod Podge, and I'm going to do this kind of in sections because you don't want the Mod Podge to dry. And I have a foam brush. You don't want a bristle brush. You do not want to pop the balloon for obvious reasons. I think we all did something like this when we were younger. And yeah, I'm just putting the Mod Podge on here, and I have the petals from the Dollar Tree, these white rose petals. They have red, they have white, and they have pink. So if you make something like this, you can customize it totally. And so I'm just putting the petals on here and kind of overlapping them and then kind of putting Mod Podge on top of it. Now I had this dry for a full 24 hours before I even touched it because those are fussy and they don't stick really well. So you want to get them on there and not touch them again. And now for the paper clips. And I'm just hooking together, I think I started out with 10 or 12 because I wasn't sure how long I was going to make like the cords for this is a hot air balloon. So I think there's 12 or something. I took this Rust-Oleum 2X Prime paint and primer, and it bonds to metal. That's why I picked this. It's a semi-gloss and it's white. I think something is wrong with it because I spray painted them and they were it was almost like there was dust or dirt all over them. I don't know. I think something was wrong with it, but it worked out fine, and I didn't have time to get another spray paint and, do all that stuff. I'm going to have to check out my spray paint. Anyway, I have this box from the Dollar Tree. These boxes, they're cardboard with a lid. I am just using this as a template. Why I didn't use that box is because I wanted one that was slightly bigger, and I'm using cardboard. So I am cutting just about 2 inches wider and 2 inches taller, just a square, just like that box. And now I cut 5 of them out. Sorry, I had to adjust my camera so you could see what I'm doing here. I'm just gluing all the edges together just with hot glue. And as you can see, one side was a little bit bigger, and I just took my X-Acto blade and just cut it off before I painted it. And this is not going to fit together super perfectly. It's cardboard. So, but I have an idea for it. And now I just take the white chalk paint and I painted the whole thing. I gave it 2 good coats. And I painted the inside, the bottom as well. Now I have this as a toilet paper roll or a paper towel roll, and I just cut out, I don't know, a couple inches, 3 inches. That's going to be on the bottom of the hot air balloon. And I painted that in white. So while that is drying, now I am putting this jute all around the entire box, all of the edges, to cover up all that icky looking cardboard. And a big thank you to all of my subscribers. I know I keep saying this, and I'm here because of you, and I deeply thank you. And if you're not a subscriber and you're not subscribed yet, just hit that subscription button and the bell notification and come join my Homeward Studio family, because it's totally free. It helps me out tons, and you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. Okay, so I just continue to outline this box to hide all the edges, and some of them, I think on the sides I did too. And now I just take a lighter, and because this jute was really fuzzy, and I burnt off all that. But I was showing you my scrunchies there. I don't know how many packs of these I got, like 5, so I have a ton of them, but I did use a ton of them in this video. And I'm just going to decorate the balloon. So I have this cream color on one side, and then I put another one on the exact same opposite, the other side. And now I'm just doing this rose colored one, same thing, one on both sides. And I'm trying, because there's a balloon under here and I was afraid to pop the balloon. So I'm sure it's probably fine now, but I'm obviously not touching the balloon with the hot glue. And so I'm just putting, as you can see, I'm putting the hot glue on the materials, or on the leaves, or, you know, on the cardboard around it. And now I'm going to decorate the little box here. So I just glued another scrunchie. I have tons of scrunchies, you guys, especially the black ones. I have a ton of black ones left, probably like 10 of them. And so yeah, I just did that to both sides. I just glued it on the ends there, and then pulled it down in the middle with my finger, and then just glued it. Now I have these skewers. These are from the Dollar Tree, and I measured that how long I wanted it to be, because that's how I'm gonna glue that together. So I took 4 of them and I cut them down, and I think they were like 9 inches or something. And then I took the paper clips and I just weaved the paper clips. I poked them through, like in and out of each paper clip. And as you can see, the paper clips were already painted and dried, but they're, I don't know, they're, like I said, there's something wrong with that spray paint. I've never had that happen. So I decided that I was going to paint them again, because it didn't even feel like it adhered to it properly, I guess. And I know I spray painted it out in my garage, and I know I'm in Michigan, it's very cold, but I spray painted it out there and then immediately came in the house with the box and let it sit with the paper clips in it. So I don't know. If you know, let me know. I think it's just a bad bottle of spray paint in that can, and it's never happened to me before. So anyway, enough about that. So now this took me a while. I had to do one side at a time and hot glue it. And then I put material on top of it, like a glob of the leftover scrunchie material, to kind of hold it in its place, because I couldn't get tape down there. And I was trying really hard not to burn the crap out of my fingers. And I did. This video, I burnt my fingers 4 times. I mean, not really bad. I've had like really bad burns, but yeah, 4 times. Okay, so now I glued that in there, trying not to touch the balloon, obviously, or poke the balloon or anything. And the only way I could get it in there is to take this paper. I just had this paper from an Amazon package, and I just rolled a bunch up and shoved it up inside that, and that held the chains in there really well. And then I just took another scrunchie. This is the scrunchie video, and I just hid the bottom there. And then I took a bunch of these little roses and decorated this balloon. And this is what it looks like. And I'm really happy with the way this piece turned out. I didn't think it would turn out as nice as it was, and you know, I used all 3 of our challenge pieces in this one, and yeah, to me, I think it turned out better than what my vision was. I guess I could have decorated the balloon a little bit more, but I just really loved just the cleanness of it. So let me know what you think about this, and let me know what your favorite project is. And I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and found some good inspiration. The link for the playlist is in my description box below. And for more ideas, watch it because you won't be bored. It's really cool and lots of talented people. And you know I'll be back very soon. Until then, have a blessed week. Bye.